Good afternoon. I'm Catherine Henry, attorney here in Michigan. I promised you all I would have a Facebook Live update on the hearing that just happened in the Michigan Court of Claims regarding the case of the state legislature which has sued the governor. However, this is not that update. I have to take a brief moment to make a statement on another matter, and then I'll essentially log out of this video, start a whole new video just on that purpose in just a moment. Quickly, what I wanted to say though is equally as important, because I believe this whole process, everything that's been going on in the state of Michigan has been robbing the people of a voice, and it's important that we all have a voice. That's the kind of concept that our country was founded on. So I just want to let you know, I've been getting an insane amount of emails, text messages, phone calls, Facebook messages, tags on Facebook posts, stuff being posted directly to my personal page or my business page. I've had people asking me questions in person. It is honestly increasing exponentially every single day. I can have all my Facebook notifications cleared out, and within an hour, just that alone is it's now reached over 100 new notifications. So it's just a lot for one person to keep up on. So with that in mind, I just want to say a couple of things. One, if you're just arguing just to argue, clearly, or you're being uncivil in your commenting, calling people names, or I don't care what side you're on, I'm not going to take the time to address it. And if it's ridiculous enough, I'm probably going to delete it, because none of us have the time for that. So just know that. I mean, if you're going to argue just for the sake of arguing, I'm not going to waste the time responding to you. However, if you have a legitimate disagreement about something I've said, or I guess you could say even a legitimate doubt, you're asking me a question because from what you've heard so far it doesn't seem accurate of something I'm saying, those comments and those questions, they're going to be treated just as valid as the rest of the questions people have of me, or of the messages where people are sending an appreciation for the work I'm doing. Just because you disagree with me, it doesn't mean it's any less valid to me. It's the manner of the disagreement, the way you choose to express that is determinative of how I'm going to respond, or if I'm going to respond. So whether you disagree with me or whether you fully support me and you just have some questions, if I don't get to your comment or your question, if I don't get to your email, text, call, Facebook message right away, I apologize for overlooking it. In fact, I might entirely overlook it. I'm sure that's bound to happen at some point, and I'm sorry for that. Even if you disagree with me, I'm not intentionally ignoring you. But I do ask that you check the website stopcovidchaos.com, that you look in my notes section of my personal Facebook profile, as I'm posting the, essential documents or things right to there, so you can access it without having to scroll all the way through my Facebook profile. Go ahead and check the recent posts that I've made, as well as the comments that I've posted, answers to questions or addressing comments throughout various other posts. Literally, at this point, it's got to be thousands of questions that I've been answering that way. So please do check those areas that I just mentioned, because I can guarantee you somebody has already asked the very question that you're going to ask. And even if it's a comment that you're looking for some sort of response, I can almost guarantee you just the same that I've already received the same kind of comment and have addressed it in some way in one of those options. I'm still going to try to get back to everyone, but I just wanted to let you know that. If you have information you just want to share with me, you don't necessarily need a response. You just saw a video that you think would be helpful, or an article, or you just have a particular thought about some way that we can pursue something, you want to express your gratitude for the work I'm doing, or tell me that you have people praying for me, any of that, that's all welcome. But I would appreciate it if you could send those to me in my email, because anything that doesn't need to be replied to right away, that would enable me to still have it on hand, but to know that I don't need to reply to it right away. Whereas all the other methods of people contacting me, obviously it seems more urgent, and so my attention is diverting to that right away instead of trying to, address the lawsuits that are going on, or to pull together, updated numbers from the CDC or the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, etc. So you could still continue to send things to me how you've been sending them to me, but just with how flooded I'm getting with things, if you don't really need a response from me, I'm just asking that you try to send those kinds of things to me in an email instead. So I also want to let you know I will be at the American Patriot Rally in downtown Grand Rapids at Rosa Parks Circle on Monday afternoon from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. And I will be speaking at the rally, but when I'm not speaking, I would be more than happy to answer questions in person for people. So, or if you just, kind of want to share some thoughts on something, you don't agree with me, or you do agree with me, I'll be there to listen as well as answering questions. So I just want to throw that out there. Just keep that in mind. I'm going to do my absolute best to answer everyone. And again, it doesn't matter to me whether you agree with me or not. The only thing that really matters to me is the manner in which you're conveying your message, because everyone here deserves a voice, and we all deserve to be treated with dignity and respect. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and close this out, and I'll start back up another live video in probably 20 seconds to address the case and the hearing that happened today. Thanks.